Go.
You're making faces. Hi guys, my name's Lindsay. I am here with Legacy Brand Photography normally. So instead we're coming to you live, kind of, for Vlogmas. By live, I mean we're just gonna tape it once, it's fine.
Yay.
You guys can also enjoy the wonderful background sounds of Edmund, the wonderful ragdoll cat who's upset because his human is not with him right now. Kyra's in another room, he's upset, so enjoy.
He's trying to herd her back
She's not
to
in
where
her
she
room.
belongs.
She needs to go back to her room, and she's not. So, this is my tree this year. Zona thinks it's fantastic. She's hiding, you can't see her.
This is the best Charlie Brown tree I've seen for 2020 ever.
See, she's hiding.
That's so great.
Behind the camera. For those of you who aren't locals, this is a longleaf pine, very common in the Carolinas. So, we got this from our backyard, which is what we've done the last 3 years. We've done it for 3 years since our fake tree was not very good anymore. And by not very good, I mean it had 1,500 lights on it. And then once, by the time we got rid of it, it had like one lower bottom strand that worked. So we had to get rid of it. On top of that, I don't know if you know this, but the Carolinas have a lot of pollen. And even if the box was closed during the off season, because we would keep it in the garage, it would still have pollen in it, which I have seasonal allergies. So I would have allergies from a fake tree every time I set it up.
Man, that pollen coat though is
So,
brutal.
It's pretty amazing when you have to wear long sleeves to unpack your tree. Otherwise your skin will get irritated and itchy. So the last 2 years we've had cedars. We didn't find a decent sized cedar this year, so we went with a longleaf pine from the backyard. We had to take off 3 of the ornaments so far because they eventually got too heavy for the branches. So that's as much as these ones can handle. So that's what we have on the tree this year. This is maybe, I can't even say this is a fifth of our ornaments. Eddie, calm down. He throws toddler tantrums. Our fur babies throw toddler tantrums. So this is, I have to say maybe not even a fifth of the ornaments that we normally have. Which is one thing I did like about the fake tree.
It's like a 10th.
It may be.
Maybe.
Because we normally have the artificial one, which as you guys know, have a ton of limbs that you can put them all over. And then we also have one normally that you can hang on the wall. And then it has branches. And then that normally went in Kyra's room. Yeah. Some years it went in Liam's, I think, too. It just kind of depended on who wanted it. Or we'd put it in the hallway. That was another option. So the ones that we have on here, Zona already showed you a bunch. This one's really neat. I'm trying to even remember. There's 1 or 2 that we actually got in Christmastown, Indiana, but I don't think that was one of them. There is a place called Christmastown, Indiana. Santa Claus, Indiana. Sorry, Santa Claus, Indiana. And they do have Christmas stores and ornament stores open year round. They also have one of the best amusement parks I've ever been to. Check them out. Super clean. You get free unlimited drinks and sunscreen with your admission, which is amazing and fantastic. So that's another story. But we did actually stop there. It was a halfway point for visiting family around-ish. And we used to be able to go back at Christmas and the summer. Now we can hopefully make it back every summer is what we're shooting for. Christmas has just gotten too much for everybody. So the summer trips we would go back and we went there, and they even have water roller coasters, which is a lot wilder than I thought it would be. so I'm not doing that one again. But if you like them, they're there. But my butt left the raft, which I don't like, so I don't want to go. Some people do, that's fine. But I was backwards most of the time and holding on like this, which isn't fun. Some people like it. If you do, it's a good ride. You should check it out.
Let us know if you guys do like those kinds of rides. But
Right. They do have good ones, though. So, yeah, I don't even remember that one. We do have a portal ornament, which you probably saw in there. That is one that Kyra handmade for her dad. Portal is a game that's normally on a computer. If you don't know what it is, it's a very interesting spatial recognition puzzle type game. So look into it, it's fun. We also have the cinnamon ornaments that we made on the channel. There will be a link below for that. And the wood burn ornaments that Liam made, we'll have a link for that as well. He made those for his young entrepreneurs group at school, and it went over very fantastically. So he's got those.
Let us know if you guys want one of those. We do have a few left.
A few.
Like a couple.
There's a few.
Like get in while it's hot.
Or we can cut into that cedar some more because it's fun.
Maybe.
Might cut it up anyway. If we don't have ornaments, we can make coasters out of it. So if you like smaller coasters, still big enough for most smaller cups, it could work. But I think they're still maybe 3.5 inches wide. So it wouldn't be good for big cups, but it could work for smaller ones. That's the main part of the ornaments. The fox was one that I got in the last 2 years, I think. Kyra made sure that's right in front of where I normally sit on the couch. And other ones, I would just let them hang up. I'm like, you guys just pick out some of your favorites, put those on the tree. There's one of our family up near the top, which I know Zona was looking at. That is one that we actually sent to Matt while he was in Afghanistan one year for Christmas on a Charlie Brown stocking. So we sent that with him. He brought it back. We have 2 ornaments that we got from family members, one from my sister Danette and one from Matt's cousin that's wood burned. They're both for 2020. One has masks on it and one has toilet paper on it. So I guess that's all our bases covered. There's our entire year in a nutshell. Grab a drink, it's done.
It was so crazy. I seriously was at the store last night, and they don't even put the prices out for toilet paper anymore because people are still making runs on toilet paper like crazy.
I don't know what to think of that. That's weird. I'm trying to think how long we've even had the angel. We've had the angel well over 10 years. Possibly over 15 years. I'm not sure. We've been putting it on the tree since Kyra was little. I can't remember how little. I'd have to go back and look through all my pictures each year to find out. The one of the mouse in a wreath is one that my mom actually painted. Not sure when, but it was always on our tree at home. So there was a few ornaments that she gave me that are normally on our tree. That's one of them. And there's others packed away. And you might have seen we do have a few left. But since we're getting here towards the end of Christmas time, we have these chocolate ornaments that we get at the store. So the tree started with a whole bunch of them, but the kids are allowed to eat one a day. Whether they've stuck to one a day, I can't tell you.
We only have 2 left, but nobody's fessing up.
There's like 4. There's like 4. There might be 5. So we'll see how that goes. But that's the most on our tree. I tend to like the C7, C9 type bulbs. For those of you nerdy enough to know what those are, they're normally the old-fashioned ones that are outside, which, as you guys might have seen, that's on the outside of my house. But these are actually the plastic on the outside with LED on the inside. So at least if they clack together or they fall down, we don't have to worry about broken bulbs. And LEDs, you don't have to worry about heating up. Better for your electric bill. And I don't have to worry about leaving them on the tree, hopefully, all night, as long as we keep the tree watered all the time. then it's not an issue of like a fire hazard, which my mom's always worried about sometimes. It's fine. We keep the tree watered. It's great.
Mom, we're saying we
It's
listened.
great. We listen. We keep
You heard it.
things.
You heard it here first, folks. We listened to Mom.
LEDs, we still unplug it half the time at night. So one thing I really like about having a fake tree, I love the smell of a real pine tree, but a fake tree, at least I know I can leave those lights on 24/7. I can leave that tree up for 2 months. May have left it up for 4 months one time when my husband was deployed because it made me feel better through February, because why not? I put up a 9-foot tree by myself. I was going to leave it up till I feel like taking it down.
Mm-hmm.
But you can leave lights on. You don't have to worry about it burning your house down, besides like normal people electrical issues with normal things. So
yeah,
it's not so bad.
Not so bad. All right, so tell us about your window.
This is my window. I look out of it in the mornings.
And at night?
Not as
At
much
night,
at night, but
at night she does not look out of it. Do not even ask.
I don't
Do not
like
pass go.
windows at night. Comment below if you're the same. I love having them during the day. We normally don't even have lights on during the day, except we got this tree going right now. But, like, see, Matt's coming home.
Hey!
See, we get to see the neighbors go by, which I don't really care about. But we're surrounded by trees normally. So I can see everything, but I don't like them at night because it creeps me out. It's like...
All right, well, comment down below if you're also creeped out by stranger people.
Walk up to your window and be like, bleh.
Who has that ever actually happened to you?
It did, actually.
What?
It did.
When?
We lived out on military housing when I was 5, and there's like blocks of houses, and one of the other kids thought it would be funny to scare my sister because we had one of these big type picture windows in the front of the house, and the kid legitimately did come up to the window and freak my sister out. It has happened.
Guys.
I knew it was a joke at the time, but it's given me nightmares before, and I was a child, so I just don't like them. And when it's dark out, there's nothing to look at anyway.
It's true.
What are you going to look at?
I don't know.
I mean, we do have a street light.
You can look at your street light. That was probably way too loud. Sorry, guys. Now the cat is also whining because Matt got home.
Door sounds. So now the cat's upset because it's not Kyra's door sound. Hi, Matt.
Yep, we're recording
now
the Christmas tree.
Say hi.
Glad you came home. Good job coming home.
See Matt. So I'm just gonna pet the tree.
I seriously spent a whole bunch of time petting the tree because it's a long leaf.
Weird.
Oh, hello.
They just got a tummy shot.
They did.
Tummy first.
Yep, coming in tummy first. Coming in hot. Coming in hot.
All right.
Okay.
So you were going to tell us about your nativity scene. Do you remember how old the nativity scene is?
I know we got it when we were in. I know we got it when we were in Moberly. So
yeah,
it's probably 12 years ago, maybe 12, 13 years ago we got that.
I was trying to figure out how big Kyra was.
Do you guys?
There wasn't a Liam yet. I have a picture. I would have to find it, but we do have a picture. Like Kyra would make off with baby Jesus, and I'm like, Kyra, where did you put it? And she's like, I just carried him around. I just wanted to hold him. So I have a picture of her making a face like holding baby Jesus. It's really epic picture because she's like standing in front of the nativity, which was probably about this tall, but she was only maybe here-ish.
Yeah, she wasn't real tall.
Super determined look. It's a pretty great look on her face. So we've had it since Missouri. I can't remember if you were gone, but I went and bought that when you weren't at the house. So I bought it by myself. Because I remember you not being thrilled that I decided we needed one that big.
He's like, I've come to terms with it. It's lived with us for years.
With it now, it's fine. So my parents always had a nativity set that they set up at their house. Theirs is ceramic. Theirs is not this big. Theirs is, it fits on like a normal china hutch. By a normal one, I mean it has the drawers underneath, and then it has that shelf part that sits out kind of like a buffet, but they still call it the China hutch, but it reminds me of a buffet. And theirs would fit then like on a space like this big. So all of the pieces were maybe not even a foot tall. But I always liked it. It was put out every year, and it was always on the hutch. And I'm like, I'm going to have a nativity set, and I want it to look like epic, but I also want it to have a timeless look to it, so it wouldn't matter what year we were in, it would still look nice. Not necessarily that it fit in, but that it would, you know, have a classic look to it. So that's how I ended up with this one. I really liked it, and you never realize how big it is until you try to pack it away each year, because we needed a rather large size tote, and we have a comforter that we use just for packing it. So
Nice.
it's kind of big. Joseph's supposed to be holding a lantern, but the little tiny eye hook thing came off. So now it just looks like he has like some epic cape action going on where he's like, aha! At the moment. Or maybe there's a breeze coming up. We don't know. Maybe he's trying to block the breeze. But we don't have the little lantern hung up.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I cannot hold this camera steady. I'm sorry.
She has not had too much coffee, so that's not what it is.
It's probably lack of sleep, but that's fine. Who needs sleep? It's Christmas time. See, Eddie has an opinion about it too.
No sleeping, just filling food dishes. Tell her, where's she at?
Say, where you go, human?
No.
All right, guys. Well, we are going to end this vlog here about our lovely Charlie Brown Christmas tree and the nativity scene, which is the main part of our Christmas decorations. There's some odds and ends other places, but it's like, eh.
These are the parts that always get put up every year, so.
Yeah, so I figured that's the stuff we'll highlight. But all right, I do want to say, you know, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for subscribing to the vlog, blah,
Find a tree to pet.
channel. You can find your own tree to pet. Just look for a longleaf pine. And make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and leave us a comment about your favorite part of the video or a part that made you laugh.
Or if there's a traditional thing that you guys have out at Christmas time.
Yeah.
I want to know what it is.
If you send it to us on Instagram at Gather and Flourish TV, we'll actually post it. And you can be famous.
So famous.
So famous.
Do you like my myrrh?
Yes. So famous.
I know. It was pretty great.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.